Let's take a look at putting the arms on the Avancé embroidery machine, as well as changing the machine over to the cap driver. Now, based on what size hoop you have, it's going to determine where you're going to place the arms on the machine. Your machine is going to come with the arms already on, usually in an arm spacing for your round left chest style hoops. The first thing I like to do is I like to get the embroidery head out of my way. So I'm going to go to needle 1 to move it that way. And the arm that has the raised section, if you're looking at the 2 screws towards the back and the clip towards the front with the raised flat bar on the right hand side, okay, that's the right hand arm. And for your round hoops and your 12 by 12 hoop, we want those in the first, second, third position over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th and 6th holes. We're going to place that arm there, push it back, and I'm not going to tighten this all the way. I'm just going to get this a little snug. Now I'm going to move the head to needle position 15, hit plus 10 and 5. And now I'm going to move to the other side, and the same position, first, second, third position over. Not the first set, second set, the third set. Set that in there. Get it snug. And then what I like to do is put the hoop in it. So we'll grab a hold of a hoop. Got one right here, and we'll set it up here. Push the arms back, and now we're going to tighten the screws. Tighten this side down, walk to the other side, move the head out of the way by going to needle position number 1. And then we will tighten these screws down. And that's how we set it up for our round hoops and our 12 by 12. For the large jacket back hoop, we want to move these to the outmost position. So I'm going to loosen them up. Once I get them loose, I like to turn this vertically. And we only have to loosen these. We don't have to take these screws all the way out. Then I'm going to move it to the outmost position. Again, I'm going to just snug these down. I'm not going to tighten them all the way so that I still have a little play in here if I want. And now I'm going to go to needle position 15. I'm going to come to the other side. Move this to the outmost position. And just like before, we will grab our hoop, set it in place, okay. Once we get it in place, kind of square this up, push it all the way back, nice and snug. That's actually a little crooked. Let's get that a little more straight. And tighten up your screws. And that's the reason you want to leave them loose to begin with, to make sure that we get it in the right position. back to needle position 1, and then we will tighten down the Allen head screws on this side. Again, using your 3mm Allen wrench. To set up the machine with the cap driver, we start by removing the arms. Again, we don't have to unscrew these all the way. We just need to loosen these. Take the arm off. Go to position 15. Once we have both of the arms off, you're going to want a Phillips head screwdriver to mount the cap frame. So now I'm going to go back to needle position 1, and using the pantograph adjustment keys, I'm going to move the pantograph back a little bit. Now we'll grab a hold of the cap driver. We will set it up here, and it goes right inside like that, and then the bearings that you'll see underneath ride on this track underneath the bed arm. So once they get lined up, we just give it a little push, and that'll get it in place. Now we just push this back, and that's back a little far, so I'm going to bring the pantograph forward a little bit. Lift this up. And the screw on the right-hand side is going in the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth hole. And we just push it back and tighten that screw down. Then go to needle number 15, come to the other side. Again, the screw is in the sixth hole. Push the driver all the way back, nice and taut. Tighten up the screw. And now, just using your pantograph movement controls, make sure it moves left and right, and we'll bring it forward. And just make sure everything is moving nice and freely. And that's working fine. So now, to remove it, I'm simply going to loosen this screw. I don't have to take it all the way out. Come over to the other side. Hit 1 on the keypad to go to needle position 1. Loosen up the screw on this side. Just grab a hold of the cap driver, pull it forward, and it comes right off the machine. And that's how we convert the machine over from flat to caps and caps to flats.